All right, I want to go back to SmackDown because we talked about Brock, we talked about Cena, but I want to talk about Cody. And Cody and Seth Rollins, I'm sure, will be the main event on Saturday. And we know about the history between Seth and Cody. Cody is 3-0 against Seth Rollins. We see Seth Rollins at the end, right after that tag match, which, again, big win for Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Beating, when you beat Cody and Randy Orton, because a lot of times, Bully, what do we see in those circumstances when they put two singles wrestlers together? They usually beat the established tag team. That didn't happen on Friday Night SmackDown. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker got the victory. But it's really what happened after that match that got people talking. Seth Rollins wants to charge the ring and go after Cody and Orton. Paul Heyman tries to stop him. No, now is not the time. Don't do it. Don't do it. And Seth Rollins does it. And what happens? Seth Rollins eats a crossroads from Cody Rhodes. And once again, Cody Rhodes is standing over Seth Rollins. The point is, Bully, Cody Rhodes has Seth Rollins' number. And we've seen that, Bully, in sports. We've seen that in wrestling, where somebody just has somebody else's number. It could be a team. It could be a wrestler. But without a doubt, Bully, right now, Cody Rhodes has Seth Rollins' number.
Is that more intriguing to you, or is it more intriguing that Seth disobeyed Paul Heyman?
That whole scenario is layered because last week Orton has been helping Cody. Cody has been helping Orton. Paul Heyman has been dropping passive-aggressive comments towards Cody and Orton, making it seem like their relationship isn't what it looks like. We'll get to that in a second. But yes, Seth Rollins disobeyed Paul Heyman. Now, Paul Heyman, he definitely does anything he can for his guys, but he has no problem stabbing his guy in the back. You probably don't want to disobey Paul Heyman like Seth did Friday night.
What interests me is the planting of the seed of a little bit of dissension, and dissension might be too strong of a word, between Paul and Seth. What if things were to go wrong with Paul and Seth? Where would Paul go? What would Paul do? Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he's got a plan. Paul Heyman always has a plan. So he'll be with you and he'll have your back until he feels like he shouldn't have his back. He's definitely somebody that's always looking out for his best interest. But I found it, listen, he tried to stop Seth. But even more, not only did he try to stop Seth, he tried to stop Seth for a reason. And what happened? Seth Rollins ate a crossroads from Cody Rhodes. I'm very interested what happens, because if Seth Rollins beats Cody Rhodes on Saturday, then I think it's business as usual for Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. But, Bully, if Cody beats Seth again, I'm wondering if Paul Heyman is starting to rethink if this is the guy that he wants to stand next to.
This match to me is more about the finish and what happens after the match than the actual match itself. Yeah, they're going to fight for the ring. Yeah. The ring. Nice. Okay, whatever. It's what's going to happen afterwards. Because like you just said, if Seth loses again, no bueno for Seth. Cody loses, no big deal. He lives to fight another day. He's a great babyface, yada, yada. It's the story coming out of the match. If there's a story at all.
Yeah, this could be a one-off. This could be just a match like we've seen before. Champion versus champion. All right, the Crown Jewel Championship. You hear about it the next Monday night on Raw, and then you quickly forget all about it until it comes to a time for Crown Jewel the next year. But if Cody wins, there's going to be ramifications for this. And we know this across the board, Bully, when you get into somebody's head. right now, Cody Rhodes is in Seth Rollins' head.
I want to see Seth Rollins go crazy. And when I say crazy, I want him to have a breakdown. Because things are not going, because he loses to Cody, because him and Paul are on different pages. His wife won't shut up. The Brawns are doing whatever they want to. Everything is falling apart at the seams for Seth Rollins.
And Bully, what happens, because we were worried early on that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker were going to be in the shadows of Seth Rollins. And really at the beginning, they kind of were. But Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker have definitely taken a step forward. They're winning matches. They're decimating people. We've seen Braun Breaker overstep his bounds with Seth Rollins, where Seth Rollins is looking at Braun Breaker like, whoa, I didn't give you this time. I didn't give you the microphone. But what's going to happen if Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed continue to win and Seth Rollins is losing and getting taken advantage of and have somebody in his head and disobeying Paul Heyman? There's a lot that could happen. We could be seeing major cracks in the foundation of this faction very early on.
It's funny you say cracks in the foundation. We've been talking about that term for a long time here, whether it's involved in storyline or real life in pro wrestling. And I'm a fan of the cracks in the foundation storyline because it takes time to play out. Could you imagine that the Brawns continue with their losing streak as the Brawns continue with their winning streak while Seth continues on his losing streak, and Seth is trying to take out all of his frustration on the younger guys and barking orders in them and then Braun just turns around one day and he's like, you better lower your voice. And Seth is like, don't you know who I am? I'm Seth Rollins. I'm the visionary. I'm the leader of this group. And, one of them also says, and you haven't won a match in 3 months.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot of layers with all of these characters. It does make it interesting. We'll see where they go with it. I think that even though that I've said I think it's a must-win match for Seth, it's better for the Seth story if he loses again.
And when it comes to Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but I'm doing it for a reason, Bully. Who are your tag team champions?
Is it the Finn Balor and
JD McDonough. Let's put these tag titles on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And the reason I say that, because then it would actually mean
Judgment
something.
Day.
Even
the name slips. No, it's okay. You can put me on the spot. That's. I get your point. Your point is, I'm going to put you on the spot. I bet you can't tell me who the tag champs are. You're right. I can't, because the fucking tag championships don't matter.
And with the Judgment Day, it really doesn't matter. But if Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker have those tag team championships, imagine they have championship gold and Seth Rollins is on a losing streak. Or Seth Rollins drops that championship and they continue to win. And they're going to be like, why are we listening to you? We like you said, we're continuing to win. We have championship gold. Why you don't? Man, you know, Becky Lynch, your wife, is stepping all over you. You don't listen to Paul Heyman anymore. Seth Rollins' world could come crashing down very quickly. And the first domino to fall could be losing to Cody Rhodes on Saturday in Perth.
I'm serious when I say I want to see Seth in a straitjacket in a rubber room. I want to see Seth go crazy.